Hello, this is Terry Hawk, Superintendent of Bennington Public Schools. By now, you have obviously found the link to the video for the presentation of our Return to Learn blueprint or document. The district is recording this presentation for your review in order to help you and your students better understand and navigate the Return to Learn plan. The Return to Learn plan has a simple and single goal. That is to return as many students as possible to in-person school learning, to maximize learning and address our students' needs. The Return to Learn plan has been developed with the collaboration of many. As you can see on this slide, it is utilizing the latest guidance from CDC, from UNMC, local and state government health officials, along with the collaboration of many administrators, counselors, and board members related to the core task force. In addition to the core task force, the district developed a consultation task force. This group met on a Tuesday evening, looked over all of the components, and developed input which was incorporated into the final Return to Learn plan. This presentation has two goals. One, to tell you how the plan was developed, and two, to share details about the Return to Learn plan. The plan was developed, as I said, with the collaboration of many and utilizing many different documents. It utilized the local leadership team, a consultation team, the Board of Education, which was the final step before publishing the Return to Learn plan. The Board of Education did approve the plan at its meeting on Monday, July 13th. Many of you took a survey in late June. In fact, 86% of the students that will be attending school this fall were represented in the survey we're about to show you. In front of you is a simple pie chart denoting some information. As you can see, 69% of parents responded that their students would be returning to school regardless of social distancing or requirements that would be put in place. Additional 25% said they would return to school only if social distancing were put in place. We had 4% on a reduced or limited basis say that they would come back to school, and 2% say that they did not feel comfortable coming to school and would rather keep their children home or be provided homebound services. The next question that people answered in late June was related to face coverings. As you can see, 43% of those that responded suggested that their student was willing to wear a face covering, but they were not sure how well they would follow the rules in keeping the face covering on. The next group, 34%, said that they would wear a facial covering at school. 18% said they would not wear a face covering. And around up to 100, the last 5% said that they would not attend school if they were required to wear a face covering. The question on the survey was related to our remote learning from this past spring. We asked participants to rank in least to greatest what they believed was the most helpful to the least helpful in different types of learning. As you can see, assignments that can be accessed or completed at any time was the highest, followed by live small group meetings or lessons online. The least important or the least favored was assignment of at-home projects. We also are asking our employees, if staff and students return to school in fall, were they comfortable returning to work? As you can read, approximately 93% said yes. We also asked our employees if they were comfortable wearing a mask, and if not, could they tell us why they were uncomfortable? As you can read, 94% said they were comfortable wearing some sort of face covering as they worked with our students. Now we'll get into the plan. As you can read, the plan has 15 different components, ranging anywhere from governance to face coverings or personal protective equipment. As was stated, we had a community consultation task force review each of the components and answer 3 questions. What needs clarification? What is missing? And what would families and/or staff be most concerned about? In answering those questions, we incorporated the results of that consultation task force into our final document. The revised blueprint has a team of administrators and teachers review each comment and then incorporate the important pieces into the final document. The Return to Learn plan relies on 4 different tiers. You will see different colors and you will see denotation of Tier 1 through Tier 4. Tier 1, green, has little to no risk of a COVID-19 spread. It has the goal of 100% of our students in school. Tier 2 is a moderate. Tier 3 is a high risk or spread. And Tier 4 in red is severe, and we would move from some type of in-student learning to remote learning. As stated, each of the components has a section green through red. The dial before you is found on the Douglas County Department of Health website. It is updated weekly and will be re-updated or re-evaluated every Monday. As you can see, we're in a moderate category this week. It also shows you we were in a moderate category last week. So it denotes which direction the virus and the spread is occurring. The risk dial is comprised of 7 different measures. They include anything from the testing positive rate in Douglas County, the weekly percentage of contacts confirmed, the average number of COVID-19 patients that are hospitalized and on ventilators in the county. The plan is to have the educational programming align with the Douglas County Health Department's risk dial. It is best to have students in school, as we all know. It is positive for their social emotional environments. It is best to have students in structure and routine. We believe there is stronger learning when we're in in-person environment. It also allows for families and greater flexibility. And we always have in mind the safety and health of students and staff. As you can see, in general, green denotes the learning activities that will occur when we're in the tiered 1 setting. 100% at school, face coverings are recommended and at times will be required, and certain sanitation and personal hygiene procedures or protocols will be put in place at all times. As we move into yellow or moderate, we are still at 100%. We will require more social distancing, and we will start to limit the movement of students while they're at school. As we move into a more severe or orange, we may reduce the number of students at school, adjust the education models, and prepare for, if necessary, remote learning, which would be Tier 4 or Category Red. On page 10 and 11, you will find some common procedures for screening that will cover the first 3 tiers. and may be utilized at home if necessary. There is a screening checklist, which we ask every parent to use before sending students to school. There are separate health areas for regular needs, i.e., if a student becomes sick not related to COVID, or simply needs medicine like an ice bag or a Band-Aid. And there is also protocol and procedures that are related to a positive test that occurs while the student is in school. Specifically, we would ask that a student is tested positive, that they not return for 10 days, that they are symptom-free or improved symptoms, and they have no fever without medication for at least 72 hours. The next biggest component is school operations. This starts on page 12. In order to keep as our goal in-person learning, we have to set in place protocols that specifically will address students and staff while their in-person education is occurring. This would be at tier 1, 2, and 3, or green, yellow, and red. And depending upon the risk level, that these protocols and procedures may become less or more stringent as they occur. Operations include anything from entering school and exiting school. They include things as PPE or personal protective equipment. They also include travel, stagnation, standardization of sanitation of desk and high touch points. Also include anything from recess to passing periods. There are important dates coming up in the next couple of weeks. July 20th through the 27th is online student verification. July 27th through August 3rd is elementary in-person student verification, if incomplete. 27th through August 4th or 5th is secondary in-person and scheduling pickup. July 31st through August 3rd or 4th, kindergarten roundup. Should receive a letter if you're involved in that. And August 12th is the first day of school. Please watch the district website. Please be attentive to any emails that come your way. And certainly watch for any school messenger for important updates related to back to school information. Again, our goal is to maintain in-person education in a safe manner for as many students as long as possible. This includes your support in providing students guidance and understanding that sanitation, personal hygiene, face coverings or face masks are important related to social distancing. The more social distancing we can incorporate, the more we will be in school. Thank you. Please contact an administrator if you have any questions or concerns. Have a good day.